Hey, my name is Barker Brar, and today I'm going to be talking about alternate field placement, and some of the two key highlights that stuck with me, and two of the key highlights that I'm going to be using in the future when I apply to a law enforcement, whether that's EPS or CPS or even RCMP. Field placement 273 and workplace. So basically, field placement 273 in workplace was a class that allowed us to obtain several different certificates. It offered us several different experiences, like different classes to take away from, such as Alberta Health Services, Counterfeit Workshop, Mental Health, Edmonton Police Service, Career Information, Ethics and Enforcement, Firearm Safety. There was a fitness component to this class as well, interviewing techniques, police prep exams that helped us prepare for the examinations like entrance exams for any law enforcement, tactical communications and so forth. So this class just basically allowed us to obtain certificates and gain an advantage over other applicants that were going to be applying into law enforcement. Two highlights. There were two highlights from field placement 273 that are going to help me assist me personally in the job application process, the interviewing process, and the recruitment process. The two highlights that I picked were Edmonton Police Service recruitment information session, which provided us with the basic knowledge and requirements that EPS was looking for if we wanted to apply into EPS. And the second highlight that I picked was the physical fitness component that was part of the class. EPS recruitment information. This session provided us with the basic needs and requirements that are required to become a EPS member. The recruiters that day that were presenting provided us with an 8-step process that could take up to months to go through fully to become an EPS member. They also provided us with information such as any applicants that are applying can't be convicted of any serious criminal charges. They usually look for someone with a lot of life experience. They also want an individual who possesses a lot of life experience and someone who has good morals and good ethics overall. They don't want individuals that are careless. EPS recruitment process. EPS recruitment session provided us with 8 key steps, which include step number 1 being the application itself and a personal disclosure form. The personal disclosure form, they want you to be 100% transparent with them. Any criminal activity or any illegal things that you have done in the past, they want to know about. They want you to be completely honest with them. So all that information must go in the personal disclosure form. The second step was a written testing, which was like an entrance exam, pretty much a EPCAT and an ACT, which is what it's known as. Step number 3 was Alberta Physical Abilities Readiness Evaluation, known as the 8 Prep for police officers. That's a physical examination. It's a 5-lap circuit, which requires jumping, push and pull movements. Step number 4 was a behavioral descriptive interview. Step number 5 involved a personal disclosure interview where they ask you if everything you told in your personal disclosure form was accurate, if it's true, why you maybe made those choices, and so on. Step number 6 involved a polygraph examination. Step number 7 was a psychological and medical examination. And step number 8 was a full, thorough background information. How it's going to help. I believe that this session is going to help me in the future because it allowed me to get a better understanding of what the recruiters are looking for, as in the session, it was the recruiters presenting, so we got a big opportunity to listen to them and what they want and what they look for. We also got the opportunity to ask a lot of questions. I believe that this session allowed me to get a better understanding of what they look for and what each step like fully meant. It's gonna allow me to be better prepared for, let's say, the personal disclosure interview. It's gonna allow me to be better prepared for the polygraph. It's gonna allow me to be better prepared for the EPCAT and the ACT, as they told us a couple ways that we could study for it. There's a couple books that we could buy. It's known as the Police Prep book. They said that we can use that to study. There's online practice exams that we can use. I believe that this session is going to help me big time, as it's going to give me an advantage over other applicants in a way that I have a better understanding of what they are looking for. It's also going to give me an advantage in the sense that I have a better understanding of the 8 steps and what those 8 steps exactly, like what they mean and what they are thoroughly looking for. The second highlight that I chose was physical fitness. The physical fitness was a component of 273, which consisted of a variety of different physical features, physical activities, such as a cardio-based physical activity, which had included weekly runs. There was also a strength-based physical component to the physical fitness, which involved weightlifted squats, overhead press, and there were also a couple circuits as well. The physical fitness also had a practice pair, which gave us a feel for what the physical fitness exam was going to look like. Some of the key physical fitness components. One of the key physical components that we had for the physical fitness portion for 273 was the pair testing. This was a physical examination that is used by the RCMP to validate their applicants of their physical fitness and if they are able to meet the requirements that are needed for the job. I believe that this was a really good key component in the class, as it allowed the students, like as myself, to get a feel for what the testing was going to look like. How the physical fitness is going to help me. I believe that the physical fitness is going to make me a better candidate than other applicants, is simply because I've done the pair testing already and I know what the recruiters are looking for, whether that's applying it to the EPS or that's RCMP. I know what the physical standards are. I know what they look for now. The physical fitness is going to help me in a way as well that I'm mentally and physically more prepared, as I've done cardio-based circuits that help me get a better cardio than other applicants that are applying. It also helped me in a way that I got physically more fit in a way for strength-based activities such as the push-pull that's required, that's part of the fitness examination. The strength-based fitness that was done in physical fitness helped me get stronger, and it's going to make it easier for me to do the push-pull part of the fitness exam. The overall conclusion. Overall, I believe that this was a great class, as it allowed me to obtain a lot of certificates that I didn't have before coming into this field placement. It allowed me to gain a lot of experience as well. I didn't have any of this experience before coming into field placement 273. I believe that the 2 highlights I chose, such as the EPS recruitment session, is going to give me an upper hand when I'm applying into EPS, because it gave me an opportunity to talk to the recruiters themselves. I got an opportunity to ask a lot of questions and clarify a lot of the steps that are required into becoming an EPS member. So that was a bonus as well. I believe that the physical fitness portion of 273 has helped me a lot overall as well. It helped me get into better shape. It provided the peer testing, so I got a feel for what the examination was going to look like the physical examination. It allowed me to get stronger since there was strength-based activity that was done in the physical class as well. So it allowed me to just get stronger overall. I'm more mentally prepared because of the class, and I have a feel for what the physical exam is going to look like. So it's going to give me an upper hand over other applicants that are applying.